Hello, guys. Sorry, you had to listen to that beautiful piano music in the background. It's really good. Welcome to Tears 910, and the music is really good. Everything looks really good, just like on this opening page here. So let's click new game and get started here. It's Saturday evening. A leisurely, peaceful day, and tomorrow is Sunday, the best day of the week. What makes it even better is that today is the day that I, Tio Seo, was born. Hopefully I said that right. I'm having a quiet birthday party and I invited all of my friends that I know. Let's just say that it's not because I'm an outsider at school or I have no friends. The light is off for a moment to light the cake, and I am sitting in my chair in the dark room feeling quite happy. They say that they've prepared a special present for me. Could this day get any better? I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Chaehyuk. The cake is lit. Jisoo. She's cute. I've been lost in my thoughts at my desk, but I heard Jisoo's voice. Jisoo. Haran. Haran? Haran. Wow. Seongji. They've already lit the cake. I smile and turn around. Wait a minute, you're a guy with 3 girls? There better not be no sin in there. Okay, keep it PG-13. Calm it down already. I know it's your birthday and all, but calm it down. Holy dragon scales. Where's the nachos? Great. Think. The cake is on fire. The cake is on fire. Oh, talk about lighting fire in your heart, alright? Oh, that fire in your soul. Oh, wow. Didn't think. Ah, man, okay. It's burning furiously. Hey, what'd you do? I told you, I lit the cake. Hurry up and put it out. What'd you do, pour gasoline or lighter fluid on it? You ruined a perfectly good cake. I'm so sorry. Why does this one have to tickle the damn funny bone? Why? I hate these uncontrollable laughs. They just don't stop. I can't even get through one flippin' episode without laughing like this. Damn it. Scales it. Okay, take a drink now. Seriousness. Okay, fun's over. How'd you manage to light the whole cake on fire? Well, I panicked, nice spelling, and the cake began burning furiously. Seongji quickly gets out of her seat and picks up a bottle sitting next to Haran. This is no good. I'll use this to put it out. Seongji. Baka. Oh, where do you find these girls at? Oh, they're adorable. Oh, oh, they're so adorable. Smack myself in the eye. That's smart. The cake exploded. My cake has exploded in a roaring blaze. It's my birthday. We managed to clean up the mess. Barely. I don't know why the cake exploded when we poured the liquid from the bottle on it. I don't want to know, because it was lighter fluid, because someone brought lighter fluid in the room. Has anyone heard of candles? Fortunately, the cake was still edible, although a little burnt. Okay. Jisoo, you. It's odd, friend. T-Hulk's birthday. Everything is so strange. So are the girls that are your friends. And you've got 4 of them. Wait, 4 or 3? Duh. Okay, guys. It's not too late to enjoy the party. Why do I feel like she's the most mature one out of them all? Why? Is it because she's got beautiful red hair? Yeah. Stay up, don't be angry. We knew you'd be like this, so we brought a lot of food. Of course, you destroy my cake and with fire, and okay, we got blown up cake. Oh, it's but the burnt crap of ash, and just whoop! Hey, we got some store-bought fruit. How you doing? I look at Jisoo in surprise. I've never seen this side of her before. So you knew the cake would explode, which means it was planned. Yep. Even Jisundermus couldn't have predicted that. Nice, name, I guess. But I called Heron and Seongji and suggested we bring some food for the party. Good idea, because obviously there's no cake. Impressed, but still silent. You're impressed, right? Well, I would say I would lose at this point, because in a room with 3 cute girls, obviously you're gonna lose if you're the only guy in the room. Well, yeah, the cake isn't what matters. I'm pretty sure you were really wanting to enjoy that cake. Oh well. Jisoo organized my birthday party today after looking at the student records when she was on class duty. Discovered it was my birthday and called the other 2 girls. Okay. Yeah, obviously, he loses. Thanks. Okay then, let's start this party. Everyone get out the food you brought. Okay. This is the best birthday I've ever had, all thanks to these girls. Damn right, and that had to do that. Because who wouldn't? Okay, then I'll get the drinks I brought. Huh? You brought drinks, Tail? I brought drinks too. Oh, really? That's okay. It looks like I didn't buy enough anyway. I said, and I took out a few cans of non-alcoholic beer from under my desk. Uh-huh. Where's your driver's license, buddy? Non-alcoholic beer. There's nothing wrong with it. Hell, I don't even Does that even exist? Let me know in the comments. Never heard of it. We're still students, and the girls can't drink alcohol. Duh. You're students, you can't drink. You're not legal enough to drink. Again, where's your driver's license? So I thought it a reasonable substitute. Okay. Okay, so Taehyuk here is the only one who apparently is legal enough to drink, but yet these 3 girls are not. Haha. Okay, since no one here drinks alcohol, here's something similar. Ta-da! Here! I'm about to give Jisoo a can when she smiles and holds out a bottle of beer. Hey! What's wrong? This is crazy. What are you talking about? We can't go without alcohol on a day like this. Let's drink. I sigh and look toward Harun with a desperate expression, so she's definitely the most mature one in the group. Harun too nods her head, makes a disapproving face, and speaks. Jisoo, I know it's Taehyuk's birthday, but we're a little young. She's right. Why did you buy something so cheap? She's right. Wait a minute! I thought you were on my side, Harun, come on! Ugh. We can enjoy a little bit of luxury on a day like this. Harun is holding a bottle of Bacardi rum in her hand. Oh, this episode's being full of laughs. What the scales is going on? We haven't even gotten in depth with the story yet. We're still on the birthday party. Let's all get hammered! Oh, so that's why the cake exploded when Seongji tried to put out the fire. Uh-huh, she grabbed a bottle of alcohol. Hey, Harun. I know. Harun nods as if to say she understands everything and speaks. This has a high alcohol content and we'll get drunk even if we only drink a little bit. So we shouldn't drink too much of it. Something is wrong here. On the other hand, Seongji is on the verge of tears. Seongji, what's wrong? Harun, I'm sorry. Huh? What for? I didn't have any money, so I bought this. Seongji brought soju. Is it soju or soju? Korean distilled liquor. We all looked at each other anxiously. This can't be the food you girls said you brought, right? I looked at Jisoo first. This is all I brought. Next, I look at Harun. This is pretty expensive. At this moment, Seongji smiles and lifts her hand. I bought food to eat. Oh, a gigantic bag of shrimp chips. I felt a gigantic tears begin to form in my eyes. Do I really have to have a drinking party in my house on my birthday? Okay, everyone, let's make a toast. Yeah, we can have enough fun with this. That's right. Liars. Here, Taehook. Hold out your cup. Your cup. Huh? What other choice do I have? I hold out my cup and Jisoo pours out. It's a pours out beer. Now hold out a cup here. What, again? Of course, it's to celebrate your birthday. Take it. Oh, okay. Howden poured me a glass of alcohol I couldn't identify. Okay, then. Me too. Oh my god! In the end, I have a glass of beer, liquor, and soju lined up in front of me. Sorry about that. That had just like... Urgh! You gotta do it. So if it was a little loud, just turn the volume down just a little bit. And I am sorry. Seongji looks at me and smiles. Happy birthday, Taehook. Thanks. Happy birthday. Remember, you have to drink it in one go. One. It's okay to drink it as you want. Today, at least. But I don't actually want. Okay, everyone, lift your glasses. Oh. First, I drink the beer in one go. That's not too bad. I feel Haruun looking at me so quickly. I quickly pick up the liquor and drink it in one go. My throat is burning. Haruun. I feel like fire is about to burst out of my mouth. Yes? How strong is this exactly? Don't worry, it's only 151 proof. Is she expecting a little surprise? Oh, I'm starting to like these girls more. And I don't drink. It wasn't Haruun's confirmation of the drink's strength that caused my desperation, but Seongji staring at me with lit up eyes. Go on, drink it. You don't have to egg me on, I'll drink. For that matter. Alright, let's do this. I finish it. I'm pretty sure he's hammered by this time. He's gotta be. The world spins round and round. That reminds me, Jisoo. You sent Taehook's gift by courier, didn't you? Oh, I did. It's about time it got here. Oh. So you actually have presents for me? Yeah, presents make a big difference. Seongji cuts the partially ruined cake and serves the pieces on plates. Here, Taehook, have some cake to go with your drinks. Thanks a lot. I quickly put the cake in my mouth. Just then, the bell rings. Mailman, I'm looking for Mr. Taehook Seo. Oh, the presents arrived. It's here. Oh, okay. I'll go get it. I get up from my seat, probably stumbling. Taehook, are you okay? Nope. Steady as a rock? Nope. I say as I walk towards the door. That's the window. Yeah. The window! Steady as a rock! That's the window! That's not the door! Oh, why is this so hilarious? Why? Why am I laughing? Everybody else would probably think I'm an idiot because this doesn't seem too funny, but yet for some reason it is. Oh, I'm such an idiot. At least he's got a red laptop. But I still don't see any nachos. Oh, I already knew. No, you didn't. Then why are you headed there? Because it is there. He's drunk. What do you expect? You gave him 151 proof alcohol. And distilled liquor? And a beer? Come on, girls! I wonder how old these girls are. They say they're students. Obviously, they're old enough to buy liquor and a beer. I walk a straight line, open the bedroom door, walk to the front door. I open the front door, sign, and take the parcel. The parcel is large but lighter than it appears. Oh, please. I return to my room where everyone else is waiting. Wow, it's big. Jisoo, you bought something big? Oh, Jisoo bought the present for me. Yeah, Jisoo said that this time she would buy everything, so she bought it. Oh. Are you impressed? Hurry up and thank me. Thank you. I really am grateful. And drunk. Wow. Hurry up and open it. Open it! Open it! Open it! Ah! Okay, I will. Jisoo is looking at me from behind, seeming pleased, and Seongji and Haran are looking at the present in excitement. Yeah? So what if I'm drunk? I have friends to look after me. Of course, 3 cute girls. Lucky bastard. I unwrap the present. Inside, there is a box decorated with brightly colored flowers. I open the box. Inside, huh? Unexpectedly, there are no gifts inside, only a white envelope. Huh? A letter? What is it? Maybe a gift certificate. Even better. I open the envelope. Oh, that's a great way to cut the music and extract the paper that was within. Here is what is written on the paper. This is a chain letter. The person who receives this letter must send money to 3 friends within an hour. Syncopation. So basically, within an hour, even though he's drunk, he has to give money to 3 friends. Boy, that's a prank if I ever seen one. Wow, he got busted. All I see is white. All I see is white. So did he pass out? I can't see anything. It's burnt white. Talk. This story concerns a memory which has faded from my mind. It's easy to forget about the past at my age, but I occasionally think of this story because I can't forget the girl who taught me how to live my life with confidence. An icy winter's day, there is a freezing rain falling. I have unfortunately lost my wallet and have to walk home. It will take over 2 hours on foot. It would only take 20 minutes by bus. That's after midnight, so the buses have stopped and I can't take a taxi since I lost my wallet. Trudging through the dark, snowy streets. I'm dressed warmly and I'm gradually getting tired. All I could do is walk home slowly through the empty streets. Whoosh. A gust of wind blows and I find a 10,000 won note dancing in front of me amongst some leaves. A 10,000 won note. The skies really do help those who help themselves. There is no one else on the street, and I began to walk joyfully toward the note, keeping my eye on it. With the money, I can recover my happiness. I finally approached the note. I stomped my foot down on it. I lift my head to the sky to say thanks. Then I look down at my precious 10,001 note when I find myself eye to eye with a girl looking at me in surprise with her hand underneath my foot. Yeah, nice artwork. She looks really cute. Looks like Snow White hair. During this moment, I performed some quick calculations in my head and derived the following conclusion. When I stomped on the note while looking skyward, this girl had also reached down to pick it up and got stomped on by my foot. It was a peculiar coincidence. I then the girl was wearing mittens and I had stomped on her hand quite hard, but it didn't feel like I stomped on anything. Was it just my imagination? I'm sorry. I was going to pick up the money as well. I'm sorry for stepping on your hand. The girl was crouching down, staring up at me. I couldn't see very well in the dark, but she looked to be around 13 or 14 years old. I'm sorry, is it your money? No. Huh? So it isn't her money. That meant we ran into each other while reaching out with hand and foot to pick it up. Yes? My hand. It's still under your foot. Oh, right. Oh no. I've still been standing on the girl's mitten. I quickly lift my foot. I lift my foot, but the girl still had her hand on the money and wasn't getting up. She looked pretty determined to get the money. I've met a serious opponent, but I really need the money to get home. Um, I. It's just that in a situation like this, it can be a little embarrassing to come out and say that I can't go home without the money. Actually, it's very embarrassing. It's a pretty large price to pay. I'm nice spelling. I'm standing confused about what to do, but the girl is still crouching down on the ground. Why is she still staring up at me? I hadn't noticed before, but she looked very scared. This is making me look like a horrible person. This money. Yes? Oh, you're asking what we should do with it? I think we should split it. There are no shops nearby. It doesn't look possible to split the money, but if I don't get the money, I have to walk all the way home. What should I do? I would give the money to the girl instead of just keeping it to myself. But if I took the money from the girl, what would happen? The hint was that she was scared. She looked scared, and if he would definitely look like a horrible person if he kept the money because he's being selfish. Even if it's cold and he's not dressed for it because he wasn't thinking in the first place. So I would give the money to the girl. I don't need it. I don't know why she mentioned the money with such a scared look, but it seemed like she also needs the money urgently. I'm not feeling very well, but I do occasionally walk around with no particular purpose. I decide to walk, taking it as an opportunity for exercise or meditation. Oh, I don't need it. You also look like you need the money to go home, so you can take it. Huh? I'm sorry for stepping on your hand. I didn't mean to, so I hope you could forgive me. Goodbye. I say and turn around. This is good. I don't feel very well, but I used to walk quite a lot. I have some time to think to myself. I start walking away when I hear a groan from behind. I turn my head without thinking. The girl collapsed and is shaking all over. Has she hurt her leg? I quickly run toward the girl. Oh no. He must have been really impressed with the present. I didn't think he would faint. Chisu, you went too far. I know it was a joke, but Teo must be disappointed. Don't worry, I sent a real present for him. Oh, really? So is this just a joke? That's right. But I didn't know it would overwhelm him. Who could have known he'd faint? Still thinking it's a joke. Um, um, anyway, he's too heavy to lift onto the bed. What do we do? Harun, you two look, you two look a little too close like that. Uh, well, I used to do this for him on occasion, not that often though. Huh? Really? Let him rest his head on your lap? Wow. That's why it looks like you two are dating. But on occasion, what do you mean? When you come here to his house to cheer him up when he's feeling down? Even real dating couples don't do that. It's too lovey-dovey. Uh, it's not lovey-dovey. It's what? I only do it for him when we drink together and he gets drunk. What does that mean? Mm, okay, but I wanted to ask. Who was the girl in the photo on Teok's desk? She looks quite young. Is she his cousin? Huh? What photo? Oh, you're talking about this girl. What, Teok has a photo of a girl in his room? Wow, that's strange, and she looks really young. Teok, you can't be. I didn't know where their conversation was going, and I couldn't just listen any longer. I tried to regain my senses. They are probably going to say that I'm a pervert or have a Lalita complex. Stop, shut up. Huh? You're awake? You're so sneaky pretending to be asleep just to rest your head on Hutton's lap. I forced myself to get up and slowly managed to sit on the chair at my desk. Shut up. Uh, the alcohol isn't wearing off. Is this why they say it is a bad idea to mix alcohols? Uh, why do adults drink this stuff? I'm not a good drinker and I drank too much today. Hmm. I pick up the photo that Seungji asked about and let out a short sigh without realizing it. The next moment when I look around the room, Harun, Seungji, and even Jisoo are looking at me with surprised expressions on their faces. Of course, Harun's expression is a little different. She looked like she is recalling a sad memory. While Seungji and Jisoo look surprised at seeing a new side of me, I sigh again and put my hand on my aching head. Um, so this girl is. Would it be okay to tell? There's nothing to hide. And I have to explain the expression on my face. That's enough reason. Uh, I quickly run toward the girl and bend down. The girl flinches in surprise and tries to move away from me, still down on the ground. It's okay, stay still, I'm not trying to hurt you. I quickly examine her leg. It's obvious that she's hurt. There is a large black bruise on her right ankle. But it isn't enough to stop her from walking, so what's wrong? Your ankle. Did you twist it or is it sprained? Uh, fell and sprained. I didn't really hear what she said next. If she can't get up, it must be pretty badly sprained. At this moment, a taxi drives up along the road next to us. It gradually slows down. The driver probably saw us on the road, otherwise empty street, and has to come check if we're waiting for a taxi. Here, hardly anyone uses the street at this time of night, so it's easy to find a taxi. I hailed the taxi without hesitation and immediately turned towards the girl. Where do you live? Um, I... Don't worry, I'm just trying to help. You have to trust me. Where do you live? XX Street. Okay. I think about lifting her up, but it might make her uncomfortable, so I just support her at the shoulders. I actually do lift her up from the side, but it shouldn't make her feel uncomfortable. With this thought, I climb into the taxi with the girl. XX Streets, please. It isn't too far away. It's actually near my school, and fortunately close to my house, so I felt relieved. I helped the girl out of the taxi and find myself standing in a well-known shanty town in the area, a place that hasn't been redeveloped. They've demolished the place now, but at the time it was still there. It's Jisoo, you know the place. It was that shanty town that was there until 10th grade. Oh, yeah, I remember. Although I never went there since people said it was full of dangerous people. Well, it's a shanty town. It's hard for us to imagine. The houses are just made of wooden boards and you can't expect much from them. Not even warmth. The girl, she lived in one of those houses. Hmm. She couldn't walk at all, so I helped her inside. And she lived alone. There was no proper furniture or appliances. All she had was a small table and a dresser that looked like they'd thrown away, and a few kitchen tools. That was everything. What is this? Is it enough for a person to survive? A cold wind blows through the walls with the cracks covered by wallpaper and styrofoam, and also look like they've been thrown away. The room is no more than 10 square meters and extremely drafty. I look around the room in shock as I stand supporting the girl. Ouch. I shouldn't be just standing here. I help the girl sit down in a corner of the room. I find a half-folded futon and spread it on the floor. Is your leg okay? First, you... I turn around and see that the girl has fainted on the floor in the same pose she was in the back of the street. Hey! I quickly run to the girl. Her face is coated with white sweat, and I hear her groaning quietly. I put my hand on her forehead. Damn, she has a bad fever. I lay her on the futon and pick up a heavy blanket from the floor to cover her up. I have to keep her as warm as possible, but there is too much draft. I pull the futon toward the middle of the room to get her away from the draft. Then I get a wet towel to reduce her fever. I look around the house and find 2 towels hanging on a nail roughly hammered in one of the walls. I take the towels and I try to find some water to wet the towels, but there isn't any. There are no taps. There isn't any drinking water either. I take off my coat and place it over the girl, then I go outside with the towels. In a shanty town like this, there must be a tap for public use somewhere. I search the area for 5 minutes but can't find any taps. It is late and dark and I can't see very well, and there is a lot of debris underfoot. I walk past several more houses. I manage to find the neighborhood water supply. It was badly rusted manual pump. That even sounds bad. I start pumping without hesitation. Who's there? I look towards where the voice came from. A curly-haired woman in her 50s was looking at me, holding an oil can. Oh, I was just getting some water. Water? I've never seen you before. Are you new around here? A girl who lives here hurt her ankle and couldn't walk, so I brought her home. But when she got there, she had a bad fever, so I was getting a wet towel for her. What? Really? Let's go, I'll help her. Where is she? I wet the towels and return to the girl with the woman. When she sees the girl, her mouth opens in surprise. It's Yonji. Where'd you find her? Yonji. It must be the girl's name. She was huddled in front of the bus stop near AA High School. Oh, she hasn't been home since yesterday. Thank you, young man. What? She hadn't come home for 2 days? The woman and I look after the girl together. She covers the walls with a few thick blankets brought from her house and covers Yonji with another blanket. And I... get some things she might need. I feel like it's not enough to just stay here, so I get up. Excuse me. Oh, yes, I guess you should go home now. No, I'm sorry, but would you be able to stay with Yonji and look after her for a little longer? Of course, I can't leave her alone. I'm going to bring some medicine, some other things she might need, so please look after her. The woman says something as I leave, but I don't hear her clearly. I run, I make sure I remember where the house is. Turn along the small street from the main road, go around 50 meters uphill, and it's the house on the left. I run. I went home, I got some drinking water, a few packets of instant soup, and You know those hot packs that heat up when you shake them? Yes, I know. I used to carry them around with me in the winter to keep my hands warm. I thought about what I could help keep her warm, but I couldn't think of anything else. We had a few of those hot packs at my house, so I took one. When I went back, the woman was quite surprised. Anyway, I asked the woman to put the hot pack on Yonji's stomach. I stayed by the girl and I sent the woman home because she was nodding off to sleep, and I stayed awake the whole night. Fortunately, it was a Saturday and I didn't have to worry about school. I look after her all night. I put the ointment that the woman had brought on her foot. I treat it as best as I can, using what little knowledge I have from emergency treatment. The girl was sick all night, and I change her wet towel every time I think it's necessary. I'm not feeling well either, and my head is feverish. I lean against the wall and sleep without realizing it. When I wake up, the woman is looking after the girl. She leaves to run some errands, and I start taking care of the girl again. Young man, are you okay? You look like you have a fever too. Oh, I just fell asleep for a moment. I'm fine. How's the girl? Her fever seems to have gone down. The medicine she took yesterday must have worked. Oh, young man, are you a friend of Youngji's? No, I met her yesterday on the street. You are such a good boy. It's amazing anyone would be so kind to help someone they never met before, especially in today's world. Well done. Well done. It's nothing. I couldn't just leave her there. It might not be a manifestation of any sort of justice or pure selflessness, but the woman smiled and said, "It's still a good deed. A good deed doesn't have to be extraordinary." Anyway, her fever has gone down, so I don't think we have to worry. A few moments later, the woman says that she has to go home for something and leaves. I put my hand to Yonji's forehead. Her fever has gone. I sigh with relief when Yonji begins to toss and turn. It makes me notice that she's still wearing her mittens. They're quite dirty, and I quickly begin to pull them off her hands. I take off the left mitten and put it down. I take off the right mitten and am about to put it down when I see that she only has 4 fingers on her right hand. Her right index finger has been severed. I freeze and I can't move for a while. Suddenly the girl tosses again. The woman returns almost at the same time. Hey, Yonji, are you awake? Oh, Mrs. Kim. Everything's okay now. How do you feel? I, I'm okay. I'm not dizzy anymore, but Yonji looks at me for a moment, then turns back towards Mrs. Kim. Don't you remember this is the young man who brought you home yesterday and looked after you? Oh. Yonji nods to say that she did remember. She then looks back towards me. Thank you. I smile without saying anything and nod. I then got up. Well, I should be going now. Oh no, you're leaving already after so much trouble? Eat with us before you go. This is the signal for me to leave, as always. One of the things that make me feel very uncomfortable is being thanked after helping someone and receiving rewards or praise. This is why I always make sure to leave at this moment. I have to meet someone. I'd better go now. Oh, I left some soup over there, so please heat it up for her. She might be hungry now. She must be hungry now. I leave without saying goodbye. Mrs. Kim follows me outside and keeps on thanking me, but I just nod and quickly get out of there. She'll be okay now. I hope she doesn't fall ill outside anymore, and that one day she gets to live in a proper house. Sad deal. I guess, back then, I thought they were nothing more than some random people I run across. I didn't inquire about Mrs. Kim or the girl. I didn't ask why the girl lived in a shanty town or how she had hurt her finger. or why she didn't come home for 2 days. I didn't ask anything. All because I did all I could for her and thought any question would be too personal. Hmm. That sounds like you, Taeok. What do you mean? You think so too. It's typical of him. Hey. Huh? So what happened after the personal questions? Well, I just forgot about it at the time. I couldn't do anything more, and it didn't seem right to meddle in someone else's private life. Then, one day, it was Friday, the beginning of winter vacation. Oh, that's right. It was the last day of school before winter vacation, and I was on my way home. Hello? Huh, you're that girl. Oh, I... We found money together and we rode in a taxi. You took me home. You looked after me. Ah, I remember. 2 weeks has already passed. That girl, she was missing a finger, I think. Her name is... Yunji. Your name is Yunji, right? Yes, I'm Yunji. Yunji Ha. What's your name? Taeok Seo. You look like you've gotten better. Yunji smiled gently and nodded. Oh, that's right, I actually came to... Huh? She takes something out of her pocket. It's the hot pack that I had brought her. I can't help but smile. I didn't know how to contact you. Mrs. Kim told me your school was near here, and I've been looking for you. Thank goodness I finally found you. She couldn't have wandered around all the schools in this area just to say thanks, could she? Thank you for this. I'll give it back now. The hot pack. It's not something that I need. That's okay, you can keep it. I've got... Yunji shakes her head and speaks again. That's okay. Thank you. What else can I say? I accept it back from her. You're welcome. I'm glad to see that you're well. Yes. Okay, thanks for making the effort to return it. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Arigato. Shishay. Chinese? Can you speak Chinese? No, I was just saying thanks. I see. Then I should go now. Oh, okay. Be careful. Don't sprain your ankle or anything, okay? Okay, goodbye. Yunji says and dashes away. I slowly began to walk home again when I spot Hanan looking at me from across the street. Hey, you sexy girl. Come on, man. And who are you talking to? Someone. Why do you think I say that she seems like the mature one in the group? She might actually be someone he might be seeing because of how the relationship is, which seems to be quite obvious because they get picked on by Jisoo and Seongji. Oh, a girl I saw the other day on the street. This is you we're talking about. So, I'm going to take a guess. You were walking along the road and you met her coincidentally by finding some money on the ground, for example. But then the girl was in some sort of difficult situation. Maybe she had no money or she sprained her ankle, so you took her home and saw she had a bad fever. It's winter, so she might have got a cold. Are you psychic? You looked after her for a while and saw there was nothing in her house to keep her warm. You ran home in the middle of the night and got a hot pack. You made sure she was warm and looked after her all night, and left before she could say thank you. So today she came all the way to here to return the hot pack and says thank you. Oh, and you probably didn't tell her where your school was. So she found it pretty hard to find you, right? It's so obvious. Hashtag busted? Could she be a reincarnation for Sherlock Holmes? Well, she's obviously smarter than you. Burn. Have you developed psychic powers or something? It was just a guess. I must have guessed right. You're 100% accurate. Let's just say I helped her a little bit. No, actually, I didn't help her. I just couldn't leave her there. Busted. And we met her again the evening the next day, in the street near a high school called the Maze. Hey, that kid. Isn't she the girl from the other day? I look where Haran is pointing. It's definitely Yonji. She's looking for something with an urgent expression on her face. She suddenly runs across the street. Wait here, Haran. Okay. I run. A girl running urgently somewhere late at night can only mean that someone or something is in danger. Just as I expected, I run after her, and soon I spot some hooligans pulling her around by her hair. You sons of guns. What a bunch of jerks. I run without stopping. There were 4 thugs ahead of me. I run right up to them, and just as they turn toward me, I spin and punch the guy holding Yonji's hair in the face. What in the hell? It's the best to be quick in situations like this. I don't have impressive fighting skills or bulky build. There's nothing to gain from a long fight when it's just me against many. I bend down low, move forward, and trip the second guy by the leg, and at the same time pick up a rock that I spot that's a little larger than my fist. I slam the rock down on the second guy's head without hesitation. Don't worry, this shouldn't cause a concussion. The human body is stronger than we think, although it can be hopelessly weak much of the time. But I have a good feeling for using rocks as weapons. I don't have to worry, I think to myself. Shit, you son of a... I have no time to waste. I throw the rock without thinking. There's no room for hesitation in a fight. The rock hits the guy who was charging toward me in the face. It's been a while since I've had a fight like this. I always fight like this when I'm up against several people, but it's been quite a while. The guy screams and covers his face with his hands, and I immediately lurch toward the 4th guy. Damn, he's 1 step ahead of me. In a quick attack like this, most people freeze in shock when their friends are attacked and can't do anything. But there are a few who come to their senses quickly, and unfortunately, this guy seems to be such a person. I bend down low and charge toward him, but I feel my head twist around. I've been kicked. My mouth suddenly fills with blood, and for a moment I feel my throat has closed up. I try to regain my senses as quickly as possible, but the second punch comes too quickly. I block the punch instinctively by holding up my arm, but it hits my elbow and I can feel pain shooting up my arm. That's when I hear the whistle. Hey, stop right there! I whirl around and it's Haran. She's called the nearby police. What a relief. I wouldn't have been able to take much more of the fight. Hey, get up, quick! The guy in front of me must have been the smartest of them all. He immediately stops attacking me and wakes up his knocked out friends by tapping their backs and begins to run away. The other guys also seem okay. They stagger to their feet and run off into the alley following the first guy. The streets are like a maze, and not even the police will be able to catch them. But I'm thankful that the police are chasing the idiots away. Oh, is Yonji okay? I think to myself and slowly turn towards her. Yonji suddenly begins to run away. What is this? Why is she running away? Before I can catch up to her, Yonji runs down a different street to the one that the idiots ran toward. And all I could do is watch her gaze. Why? Are you okay? Oh. Back then I couldn't understand why Yonji suddenly ran away. What was the reason? I told the police what happened and walked to Yunji's house with Haran. I didn't have anything to say to her, or I was just wondering if something bad had happened. Anyway, while we were walking, we found her along the way. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yunji was crying as she apologized. Haran comforted her, and I too quickly tried to console her. When she had calmed down, I began to speak to her. Why? Why did you run away? Has something happened? I, I, it's okay. We're just trying to help. You can tell us. I, go on. It's okay. I can't be caught by the police. Why is that? If they catch me, I can't live here. Here? Do you mean the house that you live in? Not only the house, this country. That was when I finally understood. I finally understood why she had run away from when she saw the police. I understood. Yunji was an illegal immigrant. An illegal immigrant? Yeah, you've seen illegal immigrants on the news, right? These days, they think about human rights and there are organizations to protect the immigrants. But back then, immigration wasn't a topic of conversation, and there were no support organizations. Hmm. Did she come to Korea by herself? What about her parents? Or did anyone else come with her? We were wondering about that too, so where's your mom or your dad? Did anyone else come with you? Dad came with me, but he hasn't come home and I don't know where he is. How long has it been? Since last winter. It's almost a year. I'm sorry for running away like that. No, it's okay. Haran is holding Yunji to comfort her. Yunji is an illegal immigrant. Haran, can you get me some paper and a pen? Huh? Okay, here. Haran is patting Yunji's back with one hand, and with the other hand she takes out a pen and a piece of paper. I take them and write down my smartphone number. Yunji. Yes? Here, take this. It's my smartphone number. I look directly at Yunji and pat her on the head. Did you have a special reason for coming to to Korea with your dad? Yes. Yunji continues to speak through her sobs. What is it? My sister. Your sister? My sister was taken away because of family debt. If I don't pay it back, I can't see her. Ever. Oh. I see. Debt. She is in debt. Yunji, do you have something you owned to do here? I do. What is it? See Dad again. And earn a lot of money. What will you do with that money? I want to study piano, and one day I'm going to become a pianist. And Dad and my sister. Oh, I see. I can't help but think about Yunji's missing finger. I also can't help thinking that her dream of becoming a pianist sounds ridiculous. But what I can say is different from my thoughts. The piano. Huh? I'll teach you. I'll teach you to play the piano. Huh? And we can look for your father together. There is no other choice. This is how I began to take care of Yunji. My head is aching. It's not so bad yet. For some reason I feel thirsty. I take the bottle of beer in front of me and drink from it. I think that's enough for today. At the start of this story, for some reason, real quick, yeah, there's some spelling errors, obviously, but it got really serious really quick. A little girl in debt. And this thing happens. You don't just see it in movies. This thing really legitimately does happen. That, let's just say a guy or someone borrows money from a loan shark or whatnot, um, and he's in a large amount of debt. He can't pay it back. He has 2 kids. The oldest one gets taken. So you say the oldest one's probably 16, 17 years old. And as, payment for her debt. And somehow, even though you don't know, maybe the little girl, the little Yonji, that they had cut her finger. Completely, they had snip, her finger, cut it off. Gone. And that her father had disappeared. And it's already been almost a year since she last seen him. So if he's not alive, he could be very well dead. And they're going after the only surviving member of that family that's left, and that's this little girl. This innocent, sweet little girl who wants to become a pianist. I think this is going to be one heck of a serious story. I mean, yeah, it started out funny and hilarious, and for a while I couldn't stop laughing, but up to this point, a sad memory. And this guy willing to take care of an illegal immigrant at that current time when there's no support organizations for illegal immigrants. So her and her father had a legit reason to come there. They came there to get her older sister back, and there's hints there that it obviously didn't go well. And my guess is that her father had actually left her there. He left her in that shanty town to go try and take care of it by himself. I don't know how the story is going to end up, but if I was the guest, I would grab a box of tissues because it's probably going to get really emotional towards the end. So anyway, I'm going to save. Save. And call that an episode. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm Charjr Ryuki, and I will see you guys next time when we come back to tier 9 and 10. Peace.